Hello, this is Mrs. Bobby, and this is lesson 4 on the module. And we are going to be working on some of the problem set. So today we're going to be working on opposites of a number and describing its location on a number line. The key word says describe, so there's going to have to be some words involved. So we're just going to look at a couple, and we're going to go from there. So it says find the opposite of a number. So the opposite of a -5 is a +5, because you're thinking, how many steps away from 0 is this number on the number line? And what's the opposite on the other side? So that would be the +5. Describing its location, if you think about a mini number line right here, there's your 5, there's your -5. So this number right here, it would be 5 jumps to the right of the 0 on the number line. So 5 jumps to the right of the 0. So now if we look at the 10, we know that the opposite of the 10 is a -10. So we could say that -10 is 10 jumps or tick marks to the left of the 0 on the number line. Does that make sense to everybody? So at this point, you might want to pause it because I'm going to erase it and move to the next piece. You can always rewind if you need it. So right here it says write the opposite of each number and label the points on the number line. So the opposite of a 9 is a -9, and showing where that would be located on a number line, here's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We can make that a little longer. So -9 on the number line is there. So the opposite of a -4 is a +4. So on the number line, we're looking for where that would be located. So there's our 0, and our +4 is the 4th tick mark to the right of the 0 on the number line, just so you can see where it would have been for the opposite. Okay. Now, if we look down here, it says, let's look. Write the integer that represents the opposite of each real-world situation. So I'm going to bring this in a little closer because it looks pretty far away to you guys. Okay. An atom's positive charge is 7. So we know that the opposite is a -7. So instead of saying an atom's positive charge of 7, we could say an atom's negative charge of 7. Notice how I didn't put a negative in front of this because I have the word negative, which already shows that that is negative. So we're going to look at it a +25. So the opposite, we just learned that in our restaurant unit. A deposit of 25, the opposite would be, well, -25. So to get -25, we have to have a withdrawal of $25. All right, so now if we look down here, it says on a number line, locate and label a credit of 38 and a debit of the same amount. So they have the 0, the 38, and the -38. But here's the thing, credit is the positive, and the debit is the negative of that. So they want to know what 0 represents. 0 represents the balance in the bank account. Okay, it's kind of like if you think about a balance beam, watch my fingertips, it's like, do it in science class. That's that. And as always, this is Mrs. Bobby, and I love Diet Coke and math. That is my positive charges.